What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the very first time. My name is Brent, and I'm really excited about this episode. This episode, Season 2, episode... I feel like I should know what these episodes are week to week. This is like episode 15, 16, somewhere around there. This is called In the Shadow of Z'ha'dum. Jeff tells me we've heard this word before. I think he's lying. But anyway, what I predicted this past week was that this one was going to be about Zathras. Zathras come back. Z'ha'dum, Zathras. Z'ha'dum is maybe Zathras's planet or something of that nature. That's my guess. I really want to see Zathras back because he was such a highlight from the first season. But okay, so here's the deal. Last week on And Now for a Word, I said that it was a clip show without a clip show, and you guys lost your ever-loving minds.
How dare he say that it's a clip show?
It was, guys. The thing recapped the previous 36 hours of Babylon 5, did it in a very creative way, a very, very entertaining way. But I said, if you're about to do something really big, if you're about to turn a corner, stopping for a moment and giving people sort of a recap, like, okay, here's what all's happening. So something big must be happening. So guys, I am predicting that this is a huge episode. You guys out there have all told me this is a huge episode. So I'm going to do something different in this episode I have never, ever done before. It's a special treat for you guys out there. Today on Brent Watches, it's not just a Brent Watches. It's going to be a Brent and Jeff Watches. Jeff is here to join me for the very first time on this will be a public Jeff Watches video.
So I do reaction videos from time to time for our Patreon viewers. I do that over in my office. I've got a really cool microphone and stuff that I don't get to use for this. Use it there. This is so cool. Look, you got Star Fury
Yep.
up here. It's like all these explosions.
You got a station right below you over there.
Yeah, I like
there's
this.
Another Star Fury down here. Yeah,
I almost never get to watch your reactions because it would ruin our conversation, you know?
Right.
So this is
wait. You say you don't watch it before. Are you telling me you don't watch them after?
I do sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame you because we're kind of already moving on.
I was going to say.
We are about to watch this. Jeff, you haven't cheated. You haven't seen this yet.
I have not. It's been killing me because this is supposed to be a big deal episode.
Yeah, Jeff, what are we going to do if it's not?
I think it will. Brent, has the community ever led us astray as far as quality goes, specifically in the second season?
The entire second season. So they're telling us, Jeff, that this should be a number one. So why don't we jump into it, and we're going to watch In the Shadow of Z'ha'dum.
All right, let's do it. Get your obligatory outside the station shot.
Yes, that's called the establishing shot.
Another 200
in the biz,
in
Jeff.
Sector 29. We got 5 more ships due in by the end of the day. Now we're turning the healthy ones around.
Man, it's a whole lot less frantic this week on Babylon 5 than it was last week, isn't it?
Well, especially for all these refugees coming in. That's a lot of order. And it seems to me like, is Zach just whining right now?
Isn't that what Zach does, is whine?
I know they're getting killed, but what about me?
You know what it is you know, no, he hasn't seen Rizzo in a few years, and he's a little thirsty.
A little
you know what I mean?
Javier! Look at that sign. Look at that Zocalo sign.
Dude, that Zocalo sign's dope. If I could get a neon Zocalo sign, that'd rock. Oh, it's Morden.
Look at Morden's teeth.
Why do you ask me questions when you already?
They're nice. They're gleaming,
So
aren't they?
good, especially for the mid-90s.
Sit.
Dang.
Whoa.
Morden's like, shit.
But Veer's like, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. That's what he does, though.
You don't like me, do you, Veer?
Is there a reason you sent for me?
Vera is not feeling
I
this, dude.
sent for Ambassador Malari. If restoring the Centauri Republic means nothing to you, what does?
What do you want? Oh, there it is.
Look at that.
I'd like to live just long enough to be there when they cut off your head and stick it on a pike as a warning to the next 10 generations that some favors come with too high a price.
Wow.
Look up into your lifeless eyes and wave like this.
Hey, that's the gift.
Can you and your...
That's the gift.
Arrange that for me, Mr. Morton.
Dude, he's given that a lot of thought.
Vera's had this conversation in his head 15 times already.
Mr. Morton.
Uh-oh. I love Veer, man. That's like just a big old middle finger F you, dude.
Yeah, but seriously, I mean, we know Morden's whatever, but like that was way over the top. Dude, I want to watch them cut your head off.
I co-sign every single bit of what he said, Jeff.
Hi,
Medical cases get taken to
I'm Chief
med lab on a
Garibaldi.
priority basis.
I just asked for some discretionary powers, and hi, I'm Captain Sheridan. I'm just going to tell you what to do.
Med lab.
Really? Really?
Earth Central will say this is a waste of resources.
I won't have people dying cold and alone on the docking bay floor.
Tell him, Sheridan.
That's cool.
Icarus?
This was a science vessel.
Oh, it's Anna's his wife, right?
How did you remember that? Oh my
Because
God.
I remember things like the fact we've heard Zahadoom in the same episode that we heard
breakdown
about
of the mission.
Anna.
I know this guy. I've seen him around.
It's impossible. He was on the Icarus when it exploded, same as Anna.
Is it Jinxo?
I know what I'm talking about. I've seen him.
Dude, that's
No!
Okay, so Morden, or at least a Morden lookalike, was on Anna's ship.
Does this feel kind of like a stretch? Morden, Sheridan's wife on the same ship?
It seems a little contrived, I'll be honest with you.
Because here's the deal. I know the whole show now. Literally right now, I know the whole show.
Okay, what's going to happen?
So Morden is this intertime traveler. He's the Shadow. He's going back and forth all the time. So he's the one who went on to the Icarus to drive it. This is paint by number stuff at this point.
I think I've said before that Morden is the Shadow.
I think so.
Here's what I know. I don't need a whole nother freaking episode about Sheridan pining for his dead wife. Listen, to anyone out there who has lost a loved one, my condolences and my heart is definitely with you. I'm talking about fictional characters right now.
Yeah.
And
Because remember, you have no compassion, no space for people's grief. People said some pretty terrible things.
okay, Jeff, I'm having a really hard time with how busy the war has come to Babylon 5 everything was last week. And now it's just like, hey, we got some extras. Let's throw them through the back while these two guys are talking. There was no, hell, stat, get the emergency blood guys in here now. Like none of that. Like,
Same ideas on the Icarus.
He's supposed to be dead.
We don't get every death.
okay, Jeff, hold on. You remember when we saw way back in season 1, the guys that had like the net that let them like shapeshift?
The Changeling net. Yeah, back in,
Yeah.
that was the Gathering. Yeah.
Yes, and we have not seen that since.
Not at all. Maybe
Okay.
this is that, right?
So what if whatever the shadows are, the real Morden's dead. This
Yeah.
is just like Changeling Morden.
Snag
something.
dude's identicard, look like him, go. I like that a lot better than him being every shadow ever.
All right, let's get back into it.
He's still here.
Bum, bum, bum.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you know where my wife is. I'm gonna go get you.
Bring him here. I don't care if you have to seal off the whole station. I want him found.
Dude, this is not Bruce's best acting job.
I know what he's doing.
Me, Sheridan. Me get this guy.
Alive when
Me
my
find wife.
Everyone.
Ms. Winters? Pierce Maccabee. I sent you a note earlier.
Pierce Maccabee, I'm here to subtly sexually harass you right next to your bed. Shall we do business?
Yeah, you should not let people like this into your quarters.
No.
Well, actually, it's more a
You
question
should
of
have
what
an
I can do for
office,
you, really, and what we
a
together
place
can
of
do
doing
for,
business.
I'm
That's
regional
not your
director of the
one-bedroom
newly formed
quarters.
Ministry.
Yeah.
At the Ministry of Peace, we're trying to find new ways to do just that.
The
We
Ministry of
can
Peace, Jeff.
better help each other, work with each other, and for the next 2 days,
That sounds amazing.
I will
That sounds like 1984 is what that
That's
sounds
your whole
like.
Blue 6
You know, I never read that book.
station
What?
personnel and based
It was
on that
banned
recommendation,
by school.
You
to come
grew up in
over
Kentucky. It makes sense.
Please say yes.
You know what, Brent? Babylon 5 is not Star Trek,
It's true.
but you can still just wave a thing over their head and they get medically better.
You haven't slept for 36 hours.
36 hours?
I've been kind of busy.
Yeah,
I
because
stayed awake for the whole news crew thing. Yeah.
As of right now, I'm relieving you of duty. Report to your quarters and get some sleep, 6 hours minimum. After that, you report to the mess hall and have something to eat. I'll join
I want Ivanova to be my boss.
I mean it.
The guy in the back's carrying a bag running like he just stole something.
No, no problem.
Does he have a ring on a
I'm gonna have
necklace
to ask
thing,
you to
Morden?
step over there for a minute.
I don't know, but the thing that Kanicki's holding looks like one of those things from
There
Ghostbusters.
wasn't a problem.
Your PKE readings are pretty high, Morden. Do you happen to be, I don't know.
He does have a ring on his
shadow?
necklace. Is that Anna's ring?
Oh my God!
Did he
That'd
bring
be
Anna's
awesome.
ring? Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
got him.
Hi, we're just waiting in the wings with our guns here.
I like bald dude over Kanicki's shoulder right here. Like he's all like,
He's got duck face going too.
right? So we just established we're still on Babylon 5.
Nice shoes.
That's good. I was confused.
You know, it'd be cool as if his shoes had the Babylon 5 insignia in the bottom of them. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that glare that Bruce is giving, dude.
Sheridan's like, I've written a number on this piece of paper. You tell me if that's enough.
Watch him pretend like he doesn't know her.
Sheridan's like set up a whole like.
He's gonna do this whole thing where he doesn't have to talk to him, say a word.
The A suit. I must have been outside.
This dude is lying through his teeth right now, Jeff.
This is a pretty packaged story. This is good.
The shock and the trauma.
Yeah. I'll say this though, for as good as Morden looks, Sheridan looks better. I'm gonna tell you, he does.
There's nothing else I'd like.
This is good. Whoa!
You're gonna have.
All right, Jeff, let's play a game. Whose hair is coiffed better?
So the Wesley Crusher Award goes to Morden because that thing's out of control over to the left. Sheridan did such a good job keeping it tight, like it's coiffed up, but it's still like tight and controlled.
Right?
No one to miss you if you...
It's fluffed just the right way.
139 people died on board the Icarus, Mr. Morton.
Jeff,
including my
you know what's going to happen, okay, is this number 139 is going to come back in like 10 episodes. Maybe it's going to be like in the middle of season 3 or something like that. And I'm going to be like, wow, there's 139 people. And people are going to blast me. Be like,
22 minutes and 14 seconds into In the Shadow of Zahadum.
Jeff, I'm so glad you're here because so far, this episode's not getting it for me.
I got to be honest, like, it's not exciting. It's not well constructed.
It's very slow. This is very slow.
Lighting is bad. I feel like the refugees coming on board was totally underwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be like Infection. Maybe the last half will be decent, but the first half so far,
Oh, let's play it and find out.
I intend to find out what happened. What really happened.
I could be interested in a story that tells me what happened.
If necessary, you will sit
to the
here
ship
for the next hour.
That'd be great. I don't think I would get it though by shoving this dude's face in a corner and telling him, you know what I mean? Like
500 years.
All Sheridan has to do is look at Morden and say, hey, Morden, I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
No, but if he says, I want, Morden will give it to him. Oh, that's the rule, right? Right.
Sheridan doesn't know that yet.
Right.
No.
Right. Maybe Vera's going to come by and be like, tell him what you want, Captain.
Been pretty quiet.
Could you imagine having to wash that table?
What's with the light underneath it? Does that like keep your food warm? Oh,
It's a McDonald's. It's a McDonald's thing. Yeah.
I see the face of every patient that I ever lost.
See the face of every patient that I ever lost.
Falling right behind my eyelids.
I have it so bad.
Days we've lost a lot of Narn, Susan. This damn war with the Centauri.
Oh, is that where they're dying
They
from?
just keep coming. Crammed into these refugee ships like sardines.
Well, I'm glad he told me because I might have missed last week that there was a war going on.
You believe in God, Susan?
Oh wow.
You know what?
Are we gonna do this? Yeah.
I didn't ask how you spent your adolescence. I asked if you believe in God.
Look at him all.
Dude, man, this goes all the way back to that show Believers.
Do you?
He hasn't changed
at all.
I'm a foundationist.
Of course you are. I don't even know what that is, but of course you are.
See, the idea is that God is too big to be defined by words.
Were they short on time for this episode? I don't know about you, Brent, but like
this scene is slow playing.
It's losing me.
But I guarantee you this foundation thing's going to come back.
Grabs hold of anything.
It sounds like a riff on agnosticism, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of reflected gods today, Susan. And I'm wondering how we can keep believing in them when they've stopped believing in us.
Hey, Jeff, they said this was supposed to be a good
What
one,
was
right?
the color of the transport that found you?
That's what they said.
We've been over this.
The color.
Great.
I have a book right here.
2 hours ago,
let me
you
look
said
here.
white.
It's a book of cliches in sci-fi.
I don't remember.
Where did it take you?
It dropped me off the med
God
station
can't exist.
There's no record of you being
Lost
there.
memory in
Why?
space.
That's because I was unconscious.
Really
most of
weird,
the time.
tingly
Didn't have
music
much
behind a
information.
thing that doesn't really
many
matter.
days did it take to get
We're moving right down it.
Earth has rebuilt its defenses magnificently.
I'm a little interested in this guy, Jeff.
I am too, actually.
Physical harm.
You know how I know he's evil, though?
We cannot.
The accent?
He has
The
a British
hair?
accent. Yep.
Yep, and the hair,
Other
everything.
civilizations of our-
Jeff, is this the council
We
chambers?
call it the Night Watch, named after those brave.
The Night
Hey,
Watch?
Yeah, I think it is the council chambers. Also,
Against
Brett,
possible
just
enemies.
pop
It's a
quiz.
completely
Has
volunteer
any
organization,
program that hands out
officially
armbands
endorsed by-
ever ended well?
Is that an arm? Oh yeah, I guess it is an armband.
I just keep waiting for this pitch though. So what happens? You come in, you join Night Watch, then you get 2 friends, and they join Night Watch, and those 2 friends get 2 friends, and then we all make a bunch of money.
But it's not a pyramid scheme.
It's not at all.
Earth Dome members receive 50 credits per week above and beyond their regular salaries for services rendered.
Is it taxed?
What kind of services?
Because that'd only be like 35.
Mainly just to be present where, as the name implies, you must also be watchful.
Nothing comes for free.
Made or brokered with a gun, a word, an idea, even a thought.
Are they monitoring words and thoughts? Is that what he's saying?
So stories.
That's right out of 1984.
Is it? It's not because they again.
I like his banded collar.
They leaned into that style.
Help to, and I hope you'll all join me in becoming part of the Night Watch.
I feel like I'm supposed to be really like excited, not excited, but interested in this. But dude, this is straight. I mean, this is a direct rip-off of Orwell's 1984.
The more I pick his story apart,
that's not even like a Straczynski thing as far as what we know about that.
Kind of rip it off.
Captain, you've had this guy in here for over 10 hours. You still haven't charged him with anything.
Oh, it's an homage. That's what it is. Okay.
No, sir,
I thought it was a page. I thought they called it.
Oh wait! Garibaldi and Sheridan are fighting.
World, yeah,
Here we
I
go.
play things fast and loose. But inside this office, I play it by the book.
Tell me you think he is legit?
What's the word?
He's hiding.
Compromise.
Of course he is.
Conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Station, but you can't go around arresting them for it.
He needs to recuse himself.
As a whistle.
Conflict of interest.
I'm sorry, Jeff. He said, whatever he says, he's like, but you can't go around arresting him for it. Exactly what can you get arrested for in Babylon 5? Apparently not much.
When you beat down Deathwalker with a wrench, that's the bar.
Okay.
Like, that you get arrested for.
I can throw bows. It's when I use a wrench.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Well, Garibaldi's literally like, dude, look, I can act entirely inappropriately as a law enforcement officer, but you can't.
Here we go. Let's go.
Doing this. Well, I'm sorry too. Because I can't be here as chief of security while something like this is going on.
Is he going to turn in his badge and gun?
He's going to do it.
I wonder if that hurt the hair on the back of his hand.
You wanted to see me,
Oh,
Captain?
heck yeah. Ripped it right off.
Yes.
We've got Veer Cotto asking to see you, Captain.
It'll have to wait.
Dude, Veer's going to tell him what to do. I told you that's how it's going to go down.
You did.
All right.
I see Morden in the background, like just sort of pacing around the room.
Fine, tell you winners.
He's the kind of guy to be doing push-ups in the back. Just like, oh, I got some time. Body like this doesn't just happen overnight.
It's about Mr. Morton.
Told you.
I have orders to ask for his immediate release.
Oh, no.
There's another leap. Sheridan leaping to Morden being responsible. Veer jumping to this.
They only have 42 minutes in an episode,
Nonetheless,
and they still got to cram in like scenes like Ivanova and Franklin slow playing it in the mess hall.
Yeah, get to the really important stuff. I gotta tell you, Brent. I mean, I like what they think they were trying to do with Veer, but I don't think First pulled it off. That was
I'm
not.
serious.
That
I
was
spoke to Garibaldi.
I assume he briefed you.
He did. As your executive officer, it's my responsibility to notify you if I think that your behavior is becoming
Irrational?
That's as good a word as any.
Dude, she's gonna relieve him of command.
Thank you for your notification.
And she should.
The position where I'm going to have to report this, and I don't want to have to
No,
do
you
that.
don't report. You take over.
I do understand, Commander. I know how I look.
You know
I
what?
how
She
I
needs to
sound, but I
contact
have to do this.
Riker and learn from him.
right.
10 years,
Yeah,
the only things that... When she died, she took the best part of me with her.
he's gonna cry.
And
Look,
now
look at
suddenly,
it.
The costuming
maybe she
didn't do him
was
right.
killed by
He
that
should,
man
his
sitting in
costuming should be like,
isolation right now.
as the
If you were
episode
in my
goes on, he
position,
should be becoming more and more
let him
like
go?
unhinged.
Wasn't that Sinclair in the Union one? Like he was doing that.
Yeah.
To sit here and say Sinclair pulled something off better than Sheridan, I mean, to me, that kind of defines this episode.
Oh, you hear what Sheridan's doing?
Uh-huh.
He's gonna put him in the path of what's her face, so she can't help but get a reading off of him.
Look how cool he is walking down. He's just like, it's cool. Moving me. Whatevs.
Hey, here's the best acting you've seen all season long, right here, Jeff, coming up. I can feel it. Dude, I'm telling you, he is a shadow. That is a Morden suit. Look at there's his friend.
Out of here.
Dude, so help me if the shadows turn out to like if Morden turns out to be like the queen, and all the shadows are like it's another hive mind thing.
And Morden's running the show, right?
In sci-fi yet again.
Mm-hmm. Let me go back to my book of sci-fi tropes.
Oh my! I'm so sick of hive mind, kill the queen and they all die, kind of thing.
Are we even halfway done yet? Like this is just taking forever.
This is. Hey, look, we got a Delenn and Kosh. All right, here we go.
You must.
Minute 27, Jeff.
Up. It's infection time.
All right, here we go. Look at Kosh, like just rolling backwards. He put the thing in reverse. He needs a beat. Beep beep.
Universe, billions of years.
It'd be beep.
Jeff, we should probably listen to this part.
Yeah,
it seems like this is the heavy part. This is the part of this is why it's so good. Is this part right here?
Slowly over 1 million years, the first ones went away.
Slowly over 1 million years.
It's pretty slow.
When the shadows come again.
The shadows, here we go.
The shadows were old, and even the ancients were young. But the shadows were only defeated, not destroyed. 1,000 years ago.
Sounds like they weren't actually defeated.
The shadows returned to their places of power. And the few remaining first ones.
Did she just look at Kosh?
The first ones
when she said that?
I think so.
All.
Is Kosh the first one?
I think she's worried about giving too much away. Oh, wait. No, I think you called it.
Told you. Look, hey, let me get that crown out, man. You just tell. You see how they're doing it, man.
You would be recognized.
Recognized by whom? Everyone.
I have no idea why.
What does that mean?
The last
Zahadu.
You're really making sure we got this word.
Yeah, because they only dropped it in the second episode of the season, Brent.
Roger.
Cool.
We're sitting in our team out there. Keep scanning.
Literally, they're making this episode at you.
Is this Anna's team here?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Was Kosh like on the planet filming this? Like, how did he have this?
It's amazing you guys got all this awesome footage that we can show here in the cage.
It's like the shadows we saw.
Whoa, what is that? Okay, that's kind of dope. Dude, it's the lights. It's the lights. That thing is Pennywise, I'm telling you.
No, that's a character from Mass Effect. Like, that's an actual alien bad guy in Mass Effect.
Is it? Which I got to be honest with you. This whole thing right now, I'm not seeing the tie to Deep Space Nine.
No, there's nothing like this.
This is not the Prophets and the Paw Wraiths. No. This is not the Changelings. This is not any of that. Like, so far, the connections are, it's on a space station. The first officer's a girl.
So far, this is all the other cliches that like every other sci-fi has.
Jeff, perhaps you didn't hear. This is a big episode.
Oh,
this is where it all begins.
There's still like 10 minutes left, right?
8 minutes, yeah.
8 minutes, yeah. So there's still a chance for this one to get pulled out of the.
Let's get through it.
Those who would not serve were killed.
But were they all killed?
Yo, dude, she just told you.
Yeah.
Those who would not serve were killed. That means some weren't killed because they would serve.
That's why Morden is on Babylon 5 right now.
Oh,
I think
are the shadows like parasite symbiotes that like are sitting in their gut like a trill? So what we know is Jadzia Dax
was
an evil, dirty shadow.
Yep.
Because right now they do not know how much we know. The last time the shadows lost.
So we got to play stupid.
Right. They don't know that we know that we don't know that the other person knows that they don't know that we know. So they can't know that we know.
Sooner or later.
Look, there's a couple things here that don't track for me. Like, this just doesn't make sense. So she says the shadows are going into hiding to wake up and then build up to be ready to attack. But then she says, we're not ready. We're not ready. Well, what are you doing to get ready?
What have you been doing for the last 1,000 years?
Exactly. Yeah. We
fighting
just
with
now
Earth
have Babylon 5. Yeah. Like what? Yeah. You had a 10-year war trying to wipe out one of the races.
So they've known for 1,000 years. The Minbari at least have known for the 1,000 years about these folks being out there.
And they're doing their own little thing, fighting other little wars. Because weren't they doing the Dilgar war before? Even that's why Earth. It just doesn't track. This.
Minbari are stupid, Jeff. That's what you just
apparently
Minbari are stupid. Let's go.
I'm kind of ready for this one to be over.
Newsreels of Churchill visiting the ruins a few days later.
What is it with the really slow conversations in this episode, Jeff?
Man.
Like this is real deep and heavy conversations.
What he done.
This is heavy stuff, but here's the thing. Bruce Boxleitner, almost every other episode is able to bring it and do a good job. It is boring watching.
Every time he talks about his wife.
Yeah.
All these years I've never.
Every time he talks about his wife, he turns into the blech.
Can you adjust the
What is Morton doing?
Scan on different wavelengths, infrared, ultraviolet.
It's yoga.
I think so.
It's space yoga.
He's dealing with the chili dogs and Panda Express they were feeding him earlier.
Well, that room is so ripe. He's just trying to hold it all in.
It's like, just stay.
Oh, there it is.
Stop!
So they can just show up on the cameras?
What did you see?
So are those things like?
Nothing.
Those things kind of look like the ships, don't they?
Shadows.
Oh my
Like
God.
little spider crab things.
Brent, go back. You have to watch this ridiculous line. This is ridiculous.
Okay. Sorry, hold on.
Just listen to his answer to Zach.
Okay.
What did you see? Nothing. Shadows.
Hey, you know what? Sheridan has really nice teeth too.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him.
I don't know. This has been what, 6 hours or whatever. Garibaldi's been eating at the Zocalo the whole time.
I'm pretty sure Garibaldi's shirt was on my grandmother's couch a long time ago. Like that was the couch cushion.
Zach's got the thing.
Oh no!
Nothing. 50 extra credits a week to walk around and do what I do anyway. Why not?
Dude, I've never seen him go more Kanicki than that moment right there.
Why not?
Please tell me John Travolta comes around and him and Danny Zuko are just doing that whole what is it, Thunderbirds thing?
Rocking, rolling, whatnot.
I gotta watch it again. I want to see it again.
That's so good.
50 extra credits a week to walk around and do what I do anyway. Why not?
Hey, what am I?
You've been trying to help me.
I like how all sci-fi masks have lights on the inside to light up the face.
It's really convenient.
I've got full face masks like snorkels and stuff downstairs for the swimming pool. They don't have lights inside of them. I'm very disappointed.
If you go to Zahadu, you will die.
That might be the most words Kosh has ever spoken.
This is John Sheridan saying, God, I need to come across really tough in front of Kosh. Let me channel my inner James T. Kirk. I got this. I'll take them all down all by myself.
You're going to piss off so many people out there, Jeff, talking about Sheridan being James T. Kirk.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You're not. All right, let's go. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to being done.
Yes.
Did he just say teach me?
He did.
Teach me your ways.
It's about time.
That's the oh yeah.
God.
Literally it was the last thing. Okay.
Hey, wasn't this supposed to be a
This was supposed to be a banger of an episode. Like people out there, right, dude, they're gonna be so pissed at us. So pissed because they're like, this is like this is where it gets going. Woo! Jeff, I'm telling you, season 1 has been better than season 2.
I think so.
I'm gonna absolutely.
This is just, I mean, if this is a high point of season 2, it's not good.
You know what's gonna happen?
I fell asleep twice.
There are gonna be people that like get in the comments and stuff, and they're like, actually, yeah, that wasn't really that good of an episode. Yeah. This
one is just, it's not good. Well, all I know, right, so this is our first time watching this, and it's cool watching it with you. This was fun.
This was fun. I had a lot more fun. I had somebody to talk with while watching it. That was fun.
I'm gonna watch it again, not tonight. But I gotta watch it again because I'm sorry.
You can't watch it twice back to back?
No, I can't.
That thing? Oh my God.
I just have to convince myself that this is not as bad of an episode as I think it is.
But it is. I mean, Jeff, listen, how long did that Ivanova and Franklin scene take?
18 minutes.
Here's Sheridan at one point.
My kid had a kid. Like, I'm a grandpa. Like, it was. She was 7 when this thing started. Like,
this is and now she's that lady from Titanic. It's been 84 years.
I'm so tired.
Oh my God. Why do you guys continue to tell us episodes are going to be awesome and then you give us crap like that?
I think it's a conspiracy.
And they're going to be mad at us. Because Jeff, people have made videos.
I know
that you like with a conspiracy theory that you and I are hired by somebody to tank the reboot.
Yeah, I think you want to know what's going to tank the reboot? Not this video, this episode.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to watch this and be like, you want to put this back on the air? Like, you want to do this again?
Listen, I'm just saying, if I'm Paramount, the people who got the show Bible when JMS was trying to shop it around, if I got that and I read this crap, I would have passed too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad, Jeff, and we've got to go through this for 3 plus more seasons.
Yeah.
It better get better.
There's so much more of this. And like I said earlier, if this is the high point, then oof.
I will say the part that was cool. Okay, we got history of the world, universe, shadows and ancient ones.
It's neat that we have history.
Yeah.
Nothing like no revelation.
Nothing mind blowing. It's just like, okay, so that's what it was. And you guys have been fighting these guys and doing a piss poor job at actually defeating them over the years.
Yeah, and maybe you should have started doing something about it 1,000 years ago.
Maybe where this show's going, stop me if you didn't think about it before. They're going to get to the end of this and they're going to have to fight the shadows. And this time they're really going to defeat them once and for all. So they don't have to do this again in 1,000 years. You think that might be where the show is headed?
Maybe. There you go.
All right, Jeff, we better get out of here. Sorry we didn't like it better, guys. You guys have your way in the comments. Jeff and I think we might not respond this year. Just let you guys talk.
Probably the safest thing. I don't think people are going to have a lot of positive things to say. Feel free to say them. It's cool. Hey, I don't think you do this in your reaction videos, but it's a cool thing. I'm here. Can I play the music?
Sure, go ahead, man. I need music for my videos.
It's my first time.
All right, and we are clear. What?
We did pretty good, huh?
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
You think that?
I just hope that like it wasn't so obvious that like we already did the episode and stuff. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
How many times? Legitimately, how many times have you actually watched this episode so far?
The counting this time?
Yeah,
because I did the reaction. This is my 4th time watching this one.
Okay, this is my 3rd. Jeff, this is a great episode.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh my gosh, there's so many times I'm sitting here in the middle of this show and I'm like,
there were times it was hard. I'm like, I want to say something. We even started a couple times like saying cool stuff about it because it was like, I just hope people buy it. You know what?
I didn't hit. I got to hit end.